You've heard the legend of taps. Now here's the real story behind taps. No bugle call is so easily recognized or more apt to stir emotion than the call taps. With its eloquent and haunting melody, the history of its origin is interesting and somewhat clouded in controversy. Although taps is generally attributed to General David Butterfield, who lived from 1831 to 1901, Butterfield did not compose taps, but rather revised an earlier bugle call. By Butterfield's own account, taps was a modified version of the call tattoo. As a signal for the end of the day, armies used tattoo to signal troops to return to their garrisons and prepare them for bedtime roll call. It was sounded an hour before the final call of the day to extinguish all fires and lights. Butterfield wrote, "I could not write a note of music, but practiced a change in the call of taps until I had it suit my ear." The first use of taps at a funeral was during a peninsular campaign of the Civil War in July of 1862. A soldier of Captain John C. Tidball's battery, a cannoneer of the 2nd Artillery, was buried at a time when the battery occupied an advanced position concealed in the woods. It was unsafe to fire the customary 3 volleys over the grave due to the proximity of the enemy, and it occurred to Captain Tidball that the sounding of taps would be the most ceremony that could be substituted. The custom was then taken up throughout the Army of the Potomac and finally confirmed by general orders. It should be noted that there are other fanciful stories about the origin of taps. Typically, they are highly romantic and not based on facts. The words to taps were originally, "Go to sleep, go to sleep." With time, many more versions were created. This is the most popular version. Day is done, gone the sun. From the hills, from the lake, from the skies. All is well, safely rest, God is nigh. Although Butterfield merely revised an earlier bugle call, his role in producing those 24 notes gives him a place in the history of music as well as the history of war. Yuri Villanueva, United States Air Force Master Bugler at the National Arlington Cemetery, is the author of this true story of taps. This stirring melody is now used at all military funerals and on Remembrance Day.